Hey everybody, this is Chewy Plays Nintendo, and today I am completely overwhelmed with the amount of news we got in yesterday's Direct. It is absolutely insane just how much they were able to show us, and the Direct isn't all. There was also a whole lot of new stuff on the official website, so today I'm actually going to try to break that down a little bit. I don't want to break it down too much. I really just want to go over what I found the most notable and a couple things that I thought were still missing. So let's start, I guess, with what most people would consider the negative things that were missing. And I know there were a lot of characters missing, a lot of special characters that people didn't see, but I'm not really focused on that. I was more focused on the features. The first one was swimming. Swimming is something that was introduced in New Leaf, and to be in an island setting and not see swimming yet, that just seems weird to me. I feel like swimming is the first thing I would do if I were on an island, so I'm not really sure why that's missing yet, or if it's something they're going to add later, because we did get the news that we would be getting updates a little bit later, but that'll be in my most notable stuff a bit. The next thing I saw that was missing was ceiling items. I was really happy to see the indoor decorating, and honestly, the indoor decorating just looks so good with the visuals. Every house that they showed was adorable. I'm really, really impressed with how well they did, but I didn't really catch any ceiling items. It seemed like all the items were on the wall or hanging on the wall, so I wonder if this feature is going to make a return from Happy Home Designer. It's something they could always add in later, but I'm really surprised we haven't seen it quite yet. I feel like I really like that feature. I thought it added a lot of character to the rooms, but maybe they were just having a hard time messing with it visually and having it show up in a house. And so yeah, I don't know why we haven't seen it yet, but I don't want to focus on those things. I really want to focus on what is most notable. So to begin, let's talk about the obvious thing first, terraforming. We can build up cliffs, build rivers, destroy cliffs, destroy rivers. We can take complete control over the landscape of our islands, and that is insanity. I did not expect this. It's really a feature that I'm a little bit overwhelmed by it, to be honest, because I think that's a lot of freedom and a lot of things that you can just take control over and build into your own, and I have a little bit of trouble with that. I do like the restrictions and limitations, but I do know this is probably more beneficial in the long run for most people, just because having more freedom doesn't mean it's a bad thing for me. So I do think I will use this feature, and honestly, I think the biggest importance of it with me is that it doesn't really matter what map we start with anymore. I was really going to go into this game restarting a million times, trying to get the perfect island, but now I feel like I can just build the perfect island later as I figure out what I really want and everything. So I think the starting map isn't as important, but I do really appreciate that this is a feature, because it's just crazy. I was going to restart unless I had a good island, but now I don't have to, unless I have pears. Then I will restart, because I don't really like the aesthetics of the pears. Anyways, beyond that, I really like that the shops are back on the island. I know a lot of people really enjoyed Main Street and really wanted all of their shops in the same spot, but being able to choose where they go, like, you can build your own main street, you can do your own thing, you just have control over where these items are placed, well, shops rather. I think I really like that because I can place a shop on my island and decorate around it. It makes me really excited for the seasonal decorating. We've already seen a little bit of a screenshot of a shop that was decked out for Halloween, and I really can't wait to do that to the outside of the shop as well. So being able to choose where it is on the island and having control over the look around it, that's exciting for me. The next thing is that we can relocate buildings. It looks as though we can move probably any building in the future. I imagine that we'll be able to move shops, villager homes, your players' homes. This is something that's really unprecedented too. I had no idea we were going to be able to move things. I hoped that we'd at least be able to move our homes, but it's looking like we're going to be able to move anything. So if you ever dislike anything that's laid out in your town, you can just change it. You can change the land around it. You can change anything to make everything go exactly where you want it. We have complete control here. It is insane. The next thing I wanted to point out was, of course, the museum. It is beautiful. I cannot believe how gorgeous this museum is. I was blown away. My reaction says it all. It's just the best looking museum we've ever had. I took a little tour through the New Leaf Museum yesterday, and honestly, I am surprised that I ever thought that game looked good. I feel so bad about that, but New Horizons is taking it to the next level. If you haven't noticed the music during this direct, I recommend just listening to the direct next time you go through it. I got to listen to it on my drive into work, and that really let me focus on the music, and there are some tunes in this game. I love that this is on the Switch now because we get an upgraded music palette. Like, we're getting some real instruments playing a lot of these things, so it is sounding like the best Animal Crossing ever. I am excited to hear the rest of the tracks, but I'm really glad we've only gotten a little taste so far. And, you know, it's all kind of crowded with the voiceover and everything, so it's really hard to make out the songs exactly, but still, what you can make out, it is incredible. I also want to give a quick shout out to the Nook Miles. It looks like this system is really going to keep people coming back to the game, especially on a daily basis. I always tell people, like, you know, Animal Crossing, you only need about 30 minutes a day and you'll get through stuff and do what you want. Of course, you know, fans like us, we're going to be spending a lot more than 30 minutes a day, especially at the start of this game, but after you get into the groove of things, I really appreciate the kind of pacing that the game has. It takes you slowly through all your actions, and Nook Miles just, it rewards you on your way to bigger things. So I love how many things you can unlock through the Nook Miles. It looks like you can get DIY recipes, new hairstyles. It just looks like they have really thought out the rewards for this, and it's going to be really great to play this game. The last thing I wanted to point out was the holidays. It looks like we'll be receiving the holidays over time. So this means if there is a way to time travel, or rather change your clock in the game, we're not going to be spoiled by what the holidays are in the future. The game will start with an update that'll give us Bunny Day, so Zipper T Bunny will be visiting, but outside of that, I don't think the holidays are going to be in the game until we actually get closer to that time and the update is provided to us. I like this because it makes it feel like the game is moving in real time for the players in the real world. Just because we can time travel doesn't mean we can experience the events outside of when people would normally experience those events. So I personally really like that we're going to be able to avoid spoilers. I imagine we're still going to be able to time travel, and that's why they're kind of rolling them out slowly, but I don't think that's a huge deal. I want people to be able to play the way they want to play, so if you like time traveling, getting through as many days as possible in a single sitting, that's the way you want to play. Enjoy it. I personally like to play the way the game is set up, where it just kind of moves in real time, but I think getting these holidays as updates is going to just make the conversation last a lot longer around the game. It's going to allow people to play during a certain time of year and be able to talk to each other and be like, oh, did you get this item? Have you done this event? Have you done this thing toward the event? So I think I really like that community aspect of the game, and this is one way to really capture that, especially online when we're going to be playing with a lot of people. Anyways, I know this video was pretty unedited. I didn't really get the right clips for everything. I hope you aren't too mad with me about that, but I did really want to get my thoughts on the game out because, like I said, I'm overwhelmed with the news. I'm still trying to decide how to tackle it all. You can expect some more videos from me, probably on the daily at this point because of how much there is to cover. So the next one I'm planning is actually a tour through the website, which went through a lot of things that weren't in the direct. It is amazing how much information they put out there. So anyways, be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Leave your comments telling me what you liked about it, what you felt was missing, all of your thoughts and ideas on what we just saw. So yeah, be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you all next time. Bye.